Hey everyone, and welcome to Top Think. Today, we're going to learn about 12 billionaire habits you need to try. Now, let's begin. Number 1. The morning win. Billionaires start their day on a high note. Instead of diving headfirst into their work, these successful people find a way to win first thing in the morning. Some people earn their win by challenging their fitness goals. They push themselves a little bit harder each day, trying to beat their time or power through a couple of more sets. Other people save their most gratifying work for the morning. They'll wait to close a deal or send a satisfying email because that victory launches them into a more productive mindset. It improves your mood, it increases your motivation, and it sets the tone for the rest of your day. If you start your morning with a win, more victories are sure to follow. Number 2. Fight your laziness. Will one workout keep you healthy? No. If you want to preserve your physical health, then you have to maintain those good habits day after day, week after week. But what most people don't realize is that your work ethic is no different. It's something that you have to constantly maintain. You have to practice staying focused, and you have to challenge yourself to work harder. Because if you get complacent, well, your work ethic will fall apart, and you'll get lazy before you know it. That's why several billionaires have developed a trick to keep themselves disciplined. Every single day, they do at least one thing that they don't like. One thing that they normally avoid at all costs. For these successful people, it might be talking to a frustrating client or leading a tough meeting. For you, it might be public speaking or working on a grueling project. It really doesn't matter as long as you're pushing yourself, because each time you test your work ethic, it grows a little bit stronger. Your focus gets a little bit better, and your lazy habits, they fade a little bit further into the background. Number 3. Playing sports. Many successful people talk about the importance of regular exercise. It gives your mind and body a healthy boost while also kickstarting your productivity. But some of the most successful people take exercise one step further. Instead of just running on the treadmill, they play sports like basketball and tennis. Unlike your usual trip to the gym, sports make you a stronger, more disciplined competitor. When you leave everything you have on the court, well, you're training yourself to give 110%, to try your absolute hardest at something. Oh, and that's not all. Sports teach you important lessons about winning and losing. You learn to be proud of your victories. You practice persevering through failure, and you understand that you can lose even if you give something your all. Every one of these lessons will translate into your lifestyle and your career, so find a local team to inject a little extra competition into your daily routine. Number 4. Mindful thinking. How often do you make time to think? Think about it. Believe it or not, thinking is something most people take for granted because it's something you do all the time, right? You're constantly thinking about schedules, responsibilities, and expectations. Even when you're not thinking about work, your brain still finds plenty of stuff to mull over. But here's something most people don't realize. You rarely think about how you're thinking. You get that? In other words, you're not mindful of your own trains of thought. But billionaires are. They make time every day to be alone with their thoughts. They step away from their busy schedules, find a quiet place, and simply think. Not only is it a great way to relax, but mindful thinking also gives you some much-needed clarity. It can help you make a hard decision, to get inspired, or stay focused on your goals. If you ever feel yourself getting lost in the chaos of your daily life, just give this technique a try. A few minutes of mindful thinking can completely turn your day around. Number 5. Constant routines. Highly successful people create routines for everything. They start one routine when they wake up in the morning. They start another when they go to the gym, a third when they get into the office, and a fourth over lunch. By stacking these routines back to back, billionaires drastically improve their productivity because those constant routines keep their entire day organized and get rid of all those tiny, meaningless decisions. When your day's mapped out from start to finish, well, you spend less time sweating the small stuff and more time thinking about the big picture. So, if you want to be productive like a billionaire, slice up your day into a string of routines. Number 6. Shifting your internal clock. I'm sure you've heard that successful people wake up earlier. Many of the world's wealthiest individuals start their day at 5 or 6 in the morning. They get a jump on their work and make time for a variety of healthy habits. But it's not just about waking up earlier. Before you can be productive in the mornings, you need to shift your biological clock. Otherwise, you're just going to feel sluggish and foggy no matter how early you get up. The trick is to wake up early on your own. If you can wake up at 5 or 6 in the morning without setting an alarm, you've officially become an early bird. Number 7. Completely unplug. How often do you unplug from technology? Many of us check our phones every hour of every day. No matter how hard we try, we can't seem to pull ourselves away. We can't resist the urge to message friends, update profiles, and browse other people's social media. But billionaires force themselves to set technology aside. Every day they make time to step away from their phones, away from their computers, and just focus on themselves. Some successful people use this time to reorient their goals. Others use it to check in on their mental state. Either way, your time away from technology offers you a unique opportunity. A chance to remind yourself how much you're capable of. So don't let another day go by without acknowledging your personal potential. Number 8. Reorganize. Successful people are constantly reorganizing. They don't wait until the end of the month to rearrange their office or get rid of clutter. They dedicate a small chunk of time every day to getting organized. It may take only 5 or 10 minutes to streamline their calendar and tidy up their workspace. But those 5 minutes keep their life running smoothly. Hey, you'd be surprised how many people are bogged down by their environment. An unkempt room or a desk can create all kinds of unnecessary stress. Not to mention, it'll leave you feeling extra lazy. So don't let your environment slow you down. If you spend a little time each day getting organized, you can keep that clutter and stress out of your life. Number 9. Finger on the pulse. There's this common misconception that becoming successful once means you'll stay successful forever. That's not how it works. You might be a big fish in a small pond right now, but I promise you, there's a bigger fish on the way. Billionaires know this all too well. The moment you stop fighting is the moment you fall behind. That's why these highly successful people never slow down. No matter how busy they get, they always keep one finger on the pulse. They never stop exploring their industry, looking for new discoveries, and searching for unique perspectives. They know how important it is to stay current because success isn't a goal or a finish line, it's a lifelong adventure. Number 10. Journaling daily. A surprising number of billionaires journal on a daily basis, but they do it a little differently than you might think. Instead of recording their daily lives, billionaires use their journals to strategize. They create plans for their future, map out goals and timelines, and brainstorm new concepts. For most billionaires, your journal is a place to experiment with innovative ideas. Some will be good and some will be bad, but that doesn't really matter. What's important is that you put your ideas down on paper, because you never know when one random idea will change everything. Number 11. Check your priorities. It's important to have passions and interests outside of your work. Even the most successful people make time for their hobbies. Whether you like to paint, write, or play guitar, your hobbies are a big part of who you are. But sometimes hobbies get in the way of your success. If you think more about your hobbies than your career, well, it might be time to readjust your priorities, because those hobbies aren't going to help you accomplish your goals. They won't push you to the next stage of your life. Unless you're pursuing a career in music, that is. Wasting hours every day playing the guitar isn't doing you any favors. That's why many billionaires evaluate their priorities on a regular basis. They make sure they're putting enough effort into their work, spending enough time with their families, and making progress every single day. So if your hobbies are interfering with your goals, it might be time to check your priorities. Number 12. Sunday planning. After a busy week, you should use your weekends to relax and re-energize. But as the weekend comes to an end, you need something to get your mind back in the game. That's why several billionaires use their Sundays to plan ahead. They spend an hour every Sunday night organizing their entire week. They plan their meetings and schedule their free time. So by the time Monday rolls around, they're ready to take the week by storm. Hey, thank you for watching Top Think, and be sure to subscribe because more incredible content is on the way.